Hello everyone, it's me Robin. Are you ready for an old school video? This is probably like a project from one of the first videos you've ever seen me do. I'm pulling stamping back into it with the Cricut. I've been using stamping, but I'm going to do just an old school technique that I have shown in the past. I'm also using some aqua markers by Letrosec. They're the pro markers, but they're aqua markers. I have a chocolate ink pad. This is the My Pink Stamper one, so if you had a chance to get this before I retired from my business, it's really awesome. You can also use just any dark brown ink pad. I'm using a Stampin' Up! Stamp set, Heartfelt Thanks. And I'm using Plantin' School Book. I'm not going to show you cutting out on the Cricut. You can watch any of my past videos and you'll see basically how to use your Cricut. I'll show you in some videos coming up, possibly. Carly gets here in 2 days, so we're planning on doing videos, but you know how that goes with best friends. We might be visiting more than crafting. I'm not really sure yet. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything I'm using, and we're also going to get some manicures, so don't look at my hands too closely. It's been a while. I think it's been since she was here last. Okay, enough about me and my crazy life. I am excited to just do a video again for you guys. Okay, this is what I have. Like I said, I used Plantin' School Book, and this oval was cut at 3 inches. And instead of using the shadow feature for my brown, I just cut the brown at 3 1/4. I wanted it a little bit chunkier, and I didn't like the look of the shadow for this image. And I'm going to stamp on the white one here. And then I have 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Wait. Let me remember. This has been a while since I've done one of these videos. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then I have here for my base, I have 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is a little strip. I need to cut it down. It's going to be 4 inches by 1 1/2. So that'll just go at the very bottom here. This is, like I said, old school beginner type of card. It's really cute. Though I just wanted to kind of stamp and just have fun with some, you know, pens and stuff. Do what I used to do a little bit more, trying to get creative again. I didn't lose my creativity when I owned my business, but I think, as it's true with any business, when you're doing something as a business and people have expectations of you, sometimes it's not as fun. So now that I don't own a business anymore, I am trying to stir up just some, you know, the old creativity again, just doing it because I love it, and I love to share it. I love to share what I do with you guys. So, as always, this is just a fun video. I mean, a for fun video, if I can make sense here. Man, I'm not good on these videos. It's been so long. I'm not good at just talking by myself in a room anymore. Okay, I'm going to do a technique that I learned in my days of Stampin' Up. I was a demonstrator for 6 years and did quite a few workshops, showed quite a few techniques back then. This is called, you know, you can use your Stampin' Right markers. I found that these aqua markers work well too, so I'm going to use these aqua markers from Letrosec. And they have a chunky end and then they have a thin tip. And all I'm going to do is I'm coloring directly on the stamp. Now you can do this with clear stamps too, you don't get the same effect. I mean, you can still do it. This is more of a watercolor look that I'm going for. This is a watercolor image stamp set. It's meant to look like you are watercoloring it, if that makes any sense. So I'm just coloring directly onto the stamp. I know that sounds so crazy. You're coloring on the stamp? That's so bizarre. Okay, now what I'm going to do that you're not going to see on film, because I am not film ready tonight. I'm in my jammies, and you don't want to see that. I'm going to actually just breathe. I'm going to pretend I'm breathing. I'm laughing, so I can't breathe. I breathed on it, and that actually re-moistened it a little bit. And look at it, it's a nice little watercolor, and it might have been centered a little bit more if I didn't have a camera equipment in my way. So anyway, like I said, it's been a while. I'm not good at doing that. anymore, you know, around the camera. So I'll try to get used to that again. Alright. Now I'm using the black or the brown ink pad, and this is two-step stamping. So this is the second stamp that I'm going to put over the top of here. I love stamping. I love my Cricut too, and I love die cuts and all that, but there's nothing like stamping. And that's why I had introduced at the end of last year some image stamp sets, because I just really missed stamping and such. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a watercolor imperfect card, okay? Just if you're a perfectionist, you might want to do that one over. But I'm not, obviously. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Should I zoom in for you guys? Zoom. And I'm going to move it down a little bit. Look at how... There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just, while I'm here, I'll go ahead and... Whoops. That was dry. I just had to do that to make sure. I'm going to put that right on here. So I have this ready to go, and now we're going to just put the card together. Let me zoom out. Zoom, 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 zoom. You guys got it. We're going to fold this in half using my bone folder. I don't know where my pink one is. I'm going to have to look. Ever since I've been in my new room, I haven't really crafted as much as I thought yet. I think just with school starting, just being overwhelmed, really, honestly, a lot overwhelmed. And growing a garden and canning. I've been busy. So now, well, once it starts getting cold outside, I'll be in a lot more, you know that. Okay, let me cut this really quick. It's handy dandy to have my paper cutter right next to me. Okay, that's going to go there. I'm going to stamp on this, and I'm using, it says Heartfelt. The one thing I don't like about rubber stamps, I love how they stamp. I don't like how I can't see through like the clear stamps. I was so spoiled with the clear stamps. So now I'm going to have to remember how to line these things up. Now I had to trim these myself. This was before they had the ones that actually just punch out, you know, it's Stampin' Up. So we had to actually cut them. And I have cut probably 1,000 stamp sets in my Stampin' Up days before they had the punchy ones. And before they had the unmounted. So I unmounted these all myself when I was pregnant with my, which child was it? I think it was my fourth child. I decided to unmount all of my stamps. Some of you kind of remember that. But that was fun. Gave me something to do. Okay, now I'm going to put that on here. I just love these colors. And I don't know why I picked them. I just wanted something different. Maybe because of the purple, because Carly gets here in 2 days. Did I already mention that? That Carly gets here in 2 days? I am so excited. You guys know about the mix-up that I was calling her on Sunday, and I said, oh, I'm so excited. I'll see you in a week and a half. And she said, no, you'll see me this Wednesday. I'm coming in 4 days or whatever. And I said, no, you're not. You're coming in a week and a half. And she said, Robin, I'm coming on the 12th. And I said, oh, and anyway, I was having a bad day, so I was so happy to hear that she was coming sooner than I thought. It was very awesome. Okay, something fun I'm going to do. I don't know if I showed you the ribbon. Ribbon! Ribbon! It's just brown ribbon. Okay, this, of course it matches. Matchy-matchy! Just brown. I think, well, this one, I don't know if this one's Stampin' Up. I'm not sure. It's just dark brown. Doesn't really matter if it's like brown and black. They all match, right? Okay, I'm just going to take, this is my lovely ATG gun, and I'm going to just, you guys see that? I'm just going to pull it down. I don't want to do all the way to the end, because I don't think I'm going to use that much, but I'm going to do something fun. I'm just going to put this down. You guys see how there's tape on one side, so I'm kind of just, I'm going to put it off to the side a little bit. Do it a little bit, do a little on here, and do a little whoop-de-doop. That's what they're called, whoop-de-doops. Ready? Whoop-de-doop. And we're going to do another one. Everybody say it. Whoop-de-doop. Wait, don't say it because I didn't do it right. Whoop-de-doop. Okay, and then one more. Or not. Okay, you guys see that? Look. So cute! Now I'm going to cut this a little bit. And then I have some adhesive on here, and I'll use this for another card. Probably enough for something little. And then I can just wrap that around too if I don't want to. I'm just going to wrap it around so I don't have to worry about it not being perfect. you know, because it doesn't matter. Remember I said that? But it really does sometimes, right? I always say that, and then I'm like, oh, but I really want it to be perfect. Okay, so normally you guys would see that I would sew this down. So just take a sewing machine and you can sew it down, and that looks really fun too. But I don't want to sew it. I don't want to get out my sewing machine. I'm kind of being lazy right now. I'm going to take a little adhesive and just do the backs of the dupes. The doobie doop, whatever we call them. Can't even remember right now. And just do that so they kind of stay down and they don't have to be totally perfect. I'm trying to make it go a little crooked, and there you go. I wanted one of them to be crooked at least. Isn't that so cute? I gotta zoom in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Isn't that fun? Okay, we're almost done. I told you this was going to be a really quick and simple card, and I was not kidding. Now, I'm just going to add this right here, and I'm going to use some pop dots wherever they are. Actually, I'm using foam squares because I don't really care anymore. Well, I never really did. I do like the dimensionals the best. Well, sometimes I do. See, I'm really funny because one day something will be my favorite and the next day something else will. But, you know, I just want something to pop up my main image, so at the end of the day it doesn't really matter as long as it stays on, right? And it pops it up. Okay, pop it. Isn't that so cute? And of course, what is missing? I haven't used this in so long. Dun da da da! Stickles! So I'm going to just... Now, let's see. Now, if you would have... Whatever, you can do whatever you want on this. You could make a square if you wanted instead of an oval. But look, I'm going to put some sparklies in here. Now, I've got to do this too. I wasn't going to, but I decided to. You guys inspired me to kind of put sparklies other places too. I'm just making it a sparkly mess. Yay! Wait, I'm not gonna like that part. There we go. Yay! Doesn't have to be perfect, but yay! It's almost perfect. Anyway, okay, I did a video. Yay, now I can go back to showing my garden stuff and canning stuff, right? And you guys will be okay for just a little bit. Just wanted to show you guys that I still am crafting once in a while, and I'm going to show you scrapbook pages soon. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you soon with Carly. Bye, guys.